Hi everyone, I'm going to talk to you about the real life recovery of someone who's just had a microdiscectomy. First things first, why am I laying in this stupid position? Well, this is apparently step one for recovery. Every time you're up and out and about, come back, lay on your bed, lay on your stomach for at least 10 to 15 minutes. That in itself is beyond frustrating, but apparently the way forward to the best recovery. So where am I at? I am day 7 after my second microdiscectomy at L4, L5. I had my first one 2.5 years ago, and I am in the incredibly lucky minority to require a second surgery, so for a recurrence that was bigger than my first prolapse. No idea how and why I'm in this fortunate minority, but here I am, just fingers crossed that it won't happen again. So, best thing to stop it from happening again is listening to what I should be doing, hence I am laying here on my belly. So, like I said, I am 1 week from surgery. So last Monday I had the procedure. I stayed in hospital until Wednesday and then came home with the instruction to not lift, not bend, not twist, but to walk as much as possible. And after I'd walked, after I'd been up and mobilised, to come back and lay back in this position for at least 15 minutes. Simple, hey? Haha, reality, not quite so simple. All those things, the laying down, that's not so bad, especially when you've got 3 kids. Being able to lay down and just sign out from everything else. Sorry, babe, I can't do it. I've got to lay down. That's not so bad. The reality for everything else, you want a cup of tea, you can get down the stairs, but you can't lift the kettle because it weighs too much. All those little practical things that nobody tells you about. Anyway, I'll come back to those in a minute. In terms of recovery then, so I had the surgery Monday afternoon. Monday afternoon, came out of surgery and felt, quite frankly, fantastic. I think that is courtesy of my lovely anaesthetist and all the drugs that I had pumping around my circulation. Sent what I believe to be really great, positive, upbeat text messages, WhatsApp, emails on Monday afternoon to people who I thought I was sending them to. Came back down to earth with a bump on Tuesday when the painkillers wore off and I reread my messages and realised I'd sent them to the wrong people and they didn't make sense whatsoever. So Monday night was kind of in a bit of a blur in hospital, trying to turn over, trying to move, but in and out of sleep. Tuesday, a bit more pain, a bit more uncomfortable, and Tuesday's the day of we need to get you up and out of bed mode. So around Tuesday lunchtime, so less than 24 hours after the surgery, up and walking around the hospital. Again, tricky. You've been laying on your back for 24 hours. Your blood pressure's low. You've also not eaten. Your blood sugar's low. So almost impossible task to get up, even if you weren't in too much pain. Just blood sugar, blood pressure makes it almost impossible. The secret and the trick: sugar, lots of it, and lots to drink. If you have lots and lots and lots of sugary cups of tea, half an hour you'll feel like a different person. And proof of the pudding is me. I thought, honestly, I was going to die on Tuesday morning. By Tuesday lunchtime, I felt like a completely different person. Half an hour later, the sugar kicks in and I was up, I was about, I was able to have a shower. I did everything I needed to do, then got back into bed, laid on my belly and okay, everything okay. Wednesday morning, same thing, up and about, and actually in hospital felt fine. Practical things like hospital bars on beds. I mean, you can pull yourself over onto your side. You don't need to worry about trying to shift and shuffle to try and get over. So getting home, short car journey home, again, very interesting, trying to get into a car where you can't bend and you can't twist. So again, I had a little insight into what it's like to be old, trying to get into a car. But short journey home, and I was home and back into the safety and the security of my own home. So just 48 hours after the operation. From there then, from that point to here, pain relief, the pain that I had before the operation has almost definitely gone. So I consider that to be a huge success. Pre-op, I was in absolute agony, unbearable pain from my left buttock down to my ankle, 24/7, even with a relatively consistent and high dose of naproxen, codeine, paracetamol and tramadol, still in a pain that was completely debilitating and almost impossible to live with. So now pain is still present, but it's more pain from the wound and pain from just a general achiness. But again, it's a bearable pain and not a pain that I would consider to be completely and utterly debilitating. So in that respect, then the operation is an obvious success. Obviously, the more I'm doing, the more I'm realising I do still have pain. And so again, trying to be disciplined, letting my body tell me when I'm doing too much, and also trying to step in and stop doing too much before I've actually done it. So what's happened then? So what are the highs, what are the lows? Actually, people say, oh my gosh, you've had spinal surgery and you're up and about. It's fine. Getting up and walking, this is 7 days post-surgery and it's fine. As long as I walk in a certain way, which is walking in a very proud shoulders back, boobs out, belly in type walk. It didn't look great, but if I do that walk, I feel absolutely fine. The main challenge 1 week in is the practicalities of not being able to bend. So I've got a great support, so lots of people helping me, 3 kids, think it's hilarious, but are also stepping up to be able to help. But practical things are the most frustrating. So my most recent saga involves a dog and a water bowl. So 2 dogs desperately needing a bowl of water, me not being able to bend. So I have no way or no sensible suggestion for how I get a bowl of water from waist height to floor other than dropping it. So that is basically what I've decided to do from now on. I do my best, but everything else either doesn't get done or I need to find a way to do it, and then other people have to clean up around me. So at this stage, purely just preparation, asking people in advance to do what I need them to do. And if it isn't done, it can't be done, and I have to improvise. But day 7, week 1, I'd say all things considered, considering the pain beforehand, actually this is much better. Okay, I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know what else is happening. Bye.